punctual and that everybody's aware of the fact that the men are on the move. So with no further ado, on this awesome evening that we're all celebrating, it is a great pleasure to introduce our first presenter. This gentleman, just a little bit about me. Initially, my name is Ronald Mahomes, one-star director out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana / Atlanta, Georgia. And we're really excited about this platform of Men on the Move. It's designed to showcase men presenting and telling the story about our two companies. You know, because a lot of people get into business and a lot of men say that all they see is women presenting. So we just try to let men know that men are doing this too. But we're really excited about the support that we get from the ladies, because the ladies are definitely on the move, you know, so we're really excited about that. So with no further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our first speaker. And this gentleman, you know, I'm really excited about, you know, being able to introduce him. And he's been one of my motivations, you know, in this business, you know, and that's the beauty of this business. Some of the relationships that you develop, you know, are phenomenal, you know, across the planet. And I remember when he first hit the one-star director, man, that really motivated me. This gentleman is a husband and a father who owns and operates an insurance brokerage alongside his wife, Amber. He is in the top 1% of income earners out of over 100,000 agents. I'm excited to say that. He loves helping people, has fun while doing it, and knows 100% of the information to help along the way. So with no further ado, I'm gonna bring to the front of the Zoom one-star director, David Felger, out of that great state of Ohio. Mr. Felger, can you hear me loud and clear?
I can. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir, and I can see you loud and clear. Take it away.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, before I get started, I just need to briefly give it right back to you, Director Mahomes. You know, fortunately tonight I'm going to be able to pass that those kindness, the kind words on to you here in the second half of our presentation. But you know, I just want to thank you for that warm welcome. Again, my name is David Felger. Just a little bit about myself. You know, like Director Mahomes said, I'm a father, I'm a husband. Have 6 kids between my wife and I. We own and run a insurance brokerage. I myself started into this business over 7 years ago, and I knew nothing about travel, knew nothing about business, literally knew nothing about anything other than I was raised to work hard so that I could provide for my family. If I would have not taken that leap of faith, I would have missed out on so much of my freedom that I have now to this day that I've learned over the past 7 years. And that's what I want to talk about first, is those freedoms, that financial freedom, that personal freedom, that time freedom. Those look different to everybody. Okay. You know, financial freedom is having more money at the end of our month and not running out of money when there's still so much more month to go. That is so hard to experience.
Like, depending on where it sits.
If we can mute your mic, please. Thank you very much. The next one I want to talk about is personal freedom. You know, again, being able to smash that alarm clock once and for all, not have to ask for a restroom break, not be having to take 20 minutes for a break, for a lunch break. You know, those are the freedoms that we're talking about. And then that last one, time freedom. You know, that's one thing that we don't know how much we have. We don't know how much time we have. We can always make money, but we can't make up time. So why not put yourself in a position to utilize the life that you have and not only live for yourself, but live for the others that are connected to you, so that you can utilize that time freedom the way you want to. Tonight, we're going to show you how to design your ideal life by, you know, just the few things that you see there: earning more, traveling more, saving more. And through those 3, you're going to learn how to experience more by building a strong network. This is an unlimited income opportunity. Let me repeat that: unlimited income opportunity. Again, when I first started, I didn't know what exactly that meant. And then even after the first time I watched it, I'm like, you know what? I still have some digging to do, but I'm liking what I'm hearing. You're going to learn how to benefit from e-commerce. If you don't have a .com, you basically have a .com. In today's world, e-commerce is huge. That is what is allowing so many individuals to be successful, not just have a business, but be successful in their business. And then you're going to learn how to become a travel professional, learn the secrets, the tips, the tricks, of what it is to have a travel business. So the first of our two companies that we represent tonight, the first here is Planet Marketing. Who's Planet Marketing? It is the marketing engine of what we sell of IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel we'll get to in a second. But these three people you see on the screen are second to none as far as leadership goes. Mr. Donald Bradley, our Planet Marketing founder and CEO. I've had the pleasure of meeting him personally many times over the years. Once I met him for the first time, I saw the vision. I knew that he wasn't just talking the talk. He was actually walking the walk. And would you know that if the tongue in your shoes aligns with the tongue in your mouth, you're going places. And he for sure has gone places, and he's brought everybody along with him. Again, Planet Marketing is based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Solid company leadership from the top to the bottom. Again, over 8 years old, this company is, and we're in over 20 countries. Mr. Andy Kaufman, Miss Leanne Treckler. Again, amazing people. First time I met Mr. Andy Kaufman, I thought he was the stand-up comedian there, just opening the convention that I saw. But when you come to find out, he was actually the president. And it's just that type of a person that the real person that you can connect with, that really cares about what we're doing in this company. And let me just point out there that commissions paid to date. This is a little bit dated for as fast as we're growing. But to date, we've paid over $200 million to Planet Marketing representatives. Again, that is unheard of in the travel space, and we're only getting started. The second half of this company, the partnership here is IntelliTravel. So Planet Marketing has an exclusive partnership with IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel is the original home-based travel agency. So you might have heard of other companies out there, but they're all trying to imitate what IntelliTravel has done since almost long before I was born, which I won't get into that. I'll date myself there. But IntelliTravel is led by the man you see there, Mr. James Ferrara. Obviously, you see some of those accreditations, those awards that we get for IntelliTravel. It's second to none. Travel bookings to date is well over $3 billion. Again, we've been the leading innovator for over 30 years. So other people have tried to imitate us. Nobody has been able to replicate us. It sort of speaks, I like to throw this one tidbit out, is we are the only host agency with our co-founder and president on CLIA's board. So again, we have that prestigious relationship with CLIA. All of your travel vendors, Disney, Carnival, you name it. We have the best of the best relationships with those vendors. And just for IntelliTravel's sake, we are based out of Delray Beach, Florida. So what a great place to have an office. The next thing I like to talk about is, and this was my favorite slide when I first saw this. A lot of people don't know this. Did you know that commissions are already built inside of your travel bookings? So if you're going online to Expedia.com or Priceline or wherever, and you're doing all that work yourself, there's still a commission built into that booking. You're just paying it to somebody else on the other side of that .com. This is how you utilize it to be paying yourself the commissions that you're earning by doing that work anyways. IntelliTravel agents are paid 70 to 80% of the commissions. Again, we have the best relationships with the vendors in the industry. So you're getting 70 to 80% of that commission to you. We are a full-fledged at-home agency. Everything you need to run a successful business is right there at your fingertips. You get your own state-of-the-art personalized booking portal. You have a CRM, a customer relationship management system, which is second to none. They're always improving that. Again, we're partnered with every major supplier worldwide. So it's not like we're just mom and pop shops here and there. It's the Disneys, it's the Carnivals, it's the Norwegian. Anybody that is in the world of travel, we have that connection with. You can do whatever you want with this business, whether it's group cruises, individual cruises, honeymoons, whatever. This is something that you're able to utilize to do whatever you want with it. We are a turnkey business. Again, you get all of what you need to start from day one. You have full access to over $100,000 worth of sales and marketing materials readily available to you in the back office. We have on-demand agent training modules. Again, the initial training is a series of YouTube videos, short YouTube videos. I always say if I was able to learn the basics and get into the good stuff afterwards, anybody can do this. Again, you have access to cruises, car rentals, hotels, resorts, travel insurance, sports and entertainment tickets. For those sold out shows, if you're looking for Taylor Swift tickets and you can't find any online anymore, you're in the travel business, you have access to those sold out shows. So again, you are able to come through when nobody else is able to come through. Excuse me. Why travel? Why now? Most of you might know, some of you might not. Travel itself is the largest industry in the world at $8 trillion a year annually. Those three generations there, those Generation Z, baby boomers, millennials, those are the three groups booming this industry. It is growing faster than we ever thought, and it's only getting started. The people that have worked for 40 years of their life, retiring now, they're ready to go take that trip. They want to go eat pasta in Italy. They want to go to Mexico and lounge and have butler service. They want to experience what they've worked so hard for their entire life. The millennials and Generation Z, they don't want to work 40 years before they travel. They're traveling now, and they're traveling well. That is a huge, huge portion of the travel industry. Why is travel so big? From the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., what are we usually doing during those hours? I heard somebody say it, working. Exactly. But during those hours, would you know that travel itself is the #1 research category online? Because instead of getting all frustrated and going off on our boss, we're trying to escape to that beach, to that resort. So we just calm down and we can plan for that next relaxation vacation. So why not get paid on what people are doing anyway? We say almost everyone, but I truly believe everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. And that is the truth. Excuse me. So how much can I earn? I'm glad somebody asked that, and I'm happy to tell you. Again, resorts, cruises, hotels, anything you think of has commission tied to it. And here are a few examples. For your frequent business traveler, this is somebody that you might just send to your website. You might give them your .com. Somebody that's booking this travel anyways. You don't do anything. You just send them your website. They book 3-night hotel stays 3 times a month, what they're doing anyways. You're going to get that commission of $151.20 just for sharing your link. Again, this is the power of commission, unlimited commission. This 5-day golf trip out to Scottsdale, Arizona for a group of 4. I bet you can't tell which one of those 4 members doesn't know how to play a golf a lick in their life. But they're probably the agent that booked this trip, and that's why they're smiling to the tune of $274.86. Again, to know that you have that at your fingertips is amazing. This is one of the more popular ones, the 7-day honeymoon, all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with butler service. Again, it might take you 30 minutes to an hour, maybe a couple hours between researching, talking to your client, getting their information, getting it into the computer, and you're going to make $561.79. I don't know anybody that makes that in an hour or two legally, but yet here you are, and you're able to do this over and over again. The one that really excites me and excites a lot of people is those group cruises. This is a 5-day group cruise. Family reunion books 20 cabins for a Western Caribbean cruise. Again, you might be spreading this out over months of time, doing a half-hour work here, an hour there, a half hour there, entering information in the computer, booking, berthing cabins. Wouldn't you know that you're going to walk away with a commission check of $2,240.17? I like to pause right here. This is a pause on purpose. How many families, how many individuals out there are waiting for this time of the year, come March, April, to get that tax return, hoping that they get that tax return from Uncle Sam? Why not take the power into your own hands and go out and earn that extra $2,000? You can change your life with an extra $2,000. Even if it's in a matter of a year, you can change things about the way you live. One thing I love about this industry, again, I'm in insurance. I can't even begin to tell you how much more fun it is to learn about the travel industry than insurance. I love insurance, don't get me wrong, but it's not like the travel
I
industry.
searched y'all
We
watching
get
a
to
movie. I think
educate
you'll like it.
yourself
It's
by
called Bosco.
experiencing travel
Yeah, it was about
from
this
a client's
guy.
perspective. If you can mute your line, thank you very much. Again, you get to immerse yourself in those resorts, in those cruises, and they want you to learn from these different vendors. They will get you there for pennies on the dollar so that you are able to go back and speak highly of those vendors to your clients, because they know that if you experience it firsthand, you're going to be able to sell that a lot better to your clients and speak from a place of experience. We have different educational bullet points, markers: Dream Maker, Vacation Builder, Travel Genius, even ambassadors. I love the fact that we have ambassadors because they are educated, they are experienced, and they're actually the ones that give us the training that we need to be successful. So we're learning from ones that are doing it day in and day out. Here is one of the first examples of these IntelliTrips that I'm talking to you about, spending pennies on the dollar. 4 nights, Montego Bay, Jamaica. If you've been to a resort like this, put in the chat how much you think it is, or what you loved most about it. But would you believe it? I hope you're sitting down. Obviously, we're on Zoom, but I hope you're sitting down. Would you believe that this entire trip was $99 per person? $99 per person. That's complete with butler service, everything. Top of the line, everything. That wasn't $99 per night. That was per person for the entire 4 nights, 5 days. All you can eat, all you can drink. That's amazing, right? This next example is one of those cruises, getting us on that ship, meeting the captain, going to the dinners, going to the bars, going to the comedy clubs, whatever you wanted to, anything on this ship. What do you think this cruise is going to cost you for a 7-night Royal Caribbean cruise? Me personally, I love cruising. So when I first saw this, I was like, oh, a couple thousand easy, right? No. $399 for an ocean view cabin, $559 for a balcony for the entire 7 nights, 8-day cruise. Again, you can't touch this kind of education that we get. Right here is my favorite slide on the travel side. This is the IntelliTrust guarantee. This is a 3-part guarantee for us as business people, business owners, travel advisors. The first one there is best travel price guarantee. That guarantees that if they book with you, your clients book with you, and they find apples to apples, the same trip somewhere else better, we're going to be able to meet that price. Guaranteed. The next 2 are for us as business owners. Again, I can't speak highly enough. When I first started this, I was working at a factory in Northwest Ohio. I was putting 60 to 80 hours a weekend, making decent money and making good money. But I couldn't afford to gamble. I couldn't afford that. I had kids. I had a wife relying on me. I had a house. I had everything that most people have, those bills, that responsibility. But this second part is a 100% money back guarantee. You get in here, you drive the vehicle for 30 days. You get to test everything out. If you don't like what you see, or it just isn't for you, you send a simple email, you get your money refunded to you within 3 to 5 business days back into the account it was purchased with. Again, that's amazing. The last part there is unheard of in this industry, in all industries that I'm aware of. It is a 100% risk-free profit guarantee. This is to where they know that they have 30 plus years of educational training, experience. They know that if you plug yourself into their system, into their company, into their business, and you do step by step what you need to do to be successful, you go 12 months and you don't make a profit, and IntelliTravel will guarantee and write you a check to make you whole. So you are out 0 pennies. Where in the world can you work a business for a year with the comfort of knowing you're going to break even at the very least? That is the end of my portion. I truly get excited about this, but I really get excited for what you're about to see here. And I get to give it right back to Director Mahomes that introduced me. A little bit about him. Again, he's a husband and a father of 4 children, 4 granddaughters, and 1 great granddaughter. He is a retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and a retired instructor residing in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He knows 100% of the information he will be presenting tonight. He loves to have fun while he does it, and he is helping a lot of people while building a business across the country and has positioned himself and others to make a lot of money. I would like to present to you the man of the next half hour or less, 1-star director, Mr. Ronald Mahomes. Mr. Mahomes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can see you. Take it away, my man.
Awesome. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's definitely give it up to Director Felger for that awesome presentation of our travel part of the business. Every time I hear that, I get all excited, man, and start grabbing my bags and think about where else can I go? Because that's really what brought us into this business. A real good friend of mine called me, said, hey, look, I know you and your wife, y'all do a lot of traveling. Why not turn that travel passion into income? And we had the opportunity to take a look at it, and it just made sense. So definitely thank you for that awesome presentation of the travel portion. But we're going to shift gears a little bit. Again, my name is Ronald Mahomes, originally out of Alexandria, Louisiana. Went to Southern University, was in ROTC, went in the military. Military took me to a lot of different places. Majored in accounting, got a real estate background as well. I retired from the military. My intent was to come back to Atlanta, Georgia. I was at the Pentagon when I retired to come back to Atlanta, get back full-time real estate, but the market had crashed, Director Felger, and there was nothing happening in real estate. But while I was at the Pentagon, I found out about these ROTC jobs where you can run a high school ROTC program. Didn't have anything in the Atlanta immediate area. I looked down in Louisiana, they had a vacancy. Went down there, interviewed, got the job. So just retired from that as well, running an ROTC program at the high school level. Now, why do I bring all that up? Because all of those experiences led me to where I am today. Being a full-time entrepreneur and loving what we're doing, traveling and making money. Now, we were super excited because you saw the value in the travel portion. But when I saw this, what I'm getting ready to talk about, I couldn't sleep that night. Because basically what we're talking about is building a network. We're going to show you how to empower yourself and others. Some people used to get hung up on the term pyramid. Is this one of those pyramid things? Is what people would say, which is an antiquated description of what I'm getting ready to talk about. But the pyramid business model is a very successful model because you probably heard of McDonald's, Director Felger. You may have heard of Chick-fil-A, may have heard of Hilton Hotel, may have even heard of Marriott. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all those business structures are built on a pyramid. You got the owner of the company, like let's say Hilton, Conrad here owns the Hiltons, and that's a family. People just think about Hilton Hotel, but they don't realize that's somebody's last name. And it was built with the family. Then all the regional managers all around the country, further you go down, the wider the base get. But it's very successful. So we're going to use the term leverage and get you up to date on what that means, because that's the new word, leverage and residual income. Leverage is the ability to use the talents in others where all of you all are working toward the same goal. That's leverage. Now, my good friend Warren Buffett said, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest and create a second source. Now, he wasn't talking about going out and getting a second job, because guess what? 2 jobs are for 2 people. What he's talking about, instead of getting a second job, why not start your own business? It makes more sense. So that's what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about that, and see how successful you can be in starting your own business. Back in 2020, something real phenomenal happened. Everybody knew about it. It was the pandemic. Shut the whole world down. Everybody was at home, basically watching movies. That's when Netflix stock shot up when the pandemic hit. Because that's all we could do, watch movies. I had never heard the term, Director Felger, of binge watching. Never heard that before. Now, I went to college and I was in a fraternity and all of that. I heard of binge drinking, but never binge watching. People are watching movies all night, and we were telling each other about them. But guess what? Netflix stock shot up. The referral, people got a chance to watch a good movie, but the person doing the referring didn't get anything. Nothing. Just like people come to your hometown and say, hey, where can I go to eat? We tell them, they go. They have a good experience. Restaurant make money. We didn't get anything. Well, our founder, Mr. Bradley, says anytime you refer somebody to this business, you're going to get a $50 direct commission. You know, a $50 direct commission. And it's just this simple. All we going out and doing is telling people about what we're doing. Now, when they partner with us, you get a $50 commission. That's pretty powerful. Now, the beauty of that is that if you know sharp people as well, they probably want to start their own business. You share this with them, they get started, they get the $50, but now you get a 50% check match. They get 50, you get 25. Pretty powerful, and it's unlimited, in terms of how many of these direct commissions and 50% matches you can get. There is no quotas, no limits in terms of how you can do that. And also, you get these $10 bills. But just think about that 50% match. Let's say you help somebody get a job where you're working at. Every time they get paid, you get 50% of that. They get 100, you get 50. They get 500, you get 250. Suppose they go out and get wealthy, well, you get halfway wealthy on that 50% match. Those $10 bills, we call them 10 bonuses. As your team continues to grow, a pretty powerful team business, because one of my senior leaders out of Houston, Texas, is making a common check just in $10 bills weekly. But this is the exciting other part of our business. We call it the Planet Builder Program. You can advance through the Builder Program for personal active ITAs. Now, let's think about it. I got a son that runs track. He's very good at it. But, most Olympians, when they go to the Olympics, they want to get the gold medal. They don't say, I'm going there to get the bronze. It's just like my son. He said, Dad, I'm going to this big event. He's going to one this weekend, the Melrose Invitation up in New York. He's not going there after the bronze. He's going after the gold. It just makes sense, because the gold medal winners are the ones that get all the endorsements, come back and get all the money. Same thing here. You bring two people in the business with you, you get the Bronze Builder Award. Pretty significant, because that's the cornerstone of the business. You bring 3 more people on business in with you, you get the Silver Builder Award. Then you get the Gold Builder rank. Gold Builder is where you want to be, because when you get Gold Builder, that opens up that $10 team bonus that I was just talking about a few minutes ago. So now instead of getting $50 when you bring somebody on, you get 60. Instead of getting 25 on the match, now you're getting 35. So those $10 bills can be very significant. You also get a 10% match on personal ITA travel commission. What do I mean by that? You're a gold builder, you partner with someone else, they get in the business, they start booking travel. Every time they get a commission check, you get 10% of that. Not of theirs, but 10% from the company. The Director Felder talking about those cruises, like that $22,000 and something cruise. Whoever sponsored that person, if they were a gold builder, they get $200. And all they did was brought that person on board. They didn't have nothing to do with the cruise, but they got paid. That's called, overrides. Very powerful concept. Then you get the 10% match on personal reps matrix. And we're going to talk about that matrix in a minute. Real powerful. We call it the residual income part of our business. But I like to say is money that you make that doesn't require your presence. Just think about that. How would you like to make money that doesn't require your presence? Because most of our money is linear. We got to show up, get paid. You're trading hours for dollars. But here, we're talking about possibly being asleep and money going to your account. You don't have to be there to get it. You just got to do something one time and get paid over and over. I'm approaching 8 years in this business. I'm still getting paid on stuff that I did in my first year. That's pretty powerful. It's not too many things that will do that. You talk about musicians, they get royalty income. Well, in this business, we get residual income. And basically, to get the matrix to start paying out residual income, you got to have at least 2 business partners. Like I said in the beginning, if you go out and get 3 and you bronze, you already got that done. But when you get that second person, it opens up the matrix. And the company says for everybody you get in the matrix, there's a $4 bill attached to it. We call it the 3x19 bill matrix. Maybe it can go 3 wide, 9 levels deep. See my little chart over here, you see the first 3 people, that's 1, 2, and 3. We call it one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. But once you get that fourth person, fifth and sixth person, they go up under the person on the left. That's a pretty powerful position to be in. If somebody invited you to see this tonight, they just got started, you want one of those first three positions. Trust me, you do. We call it equity positions. Because if you're in that 4, 5, and 6, then you're part of what we call residual income, and it's spillage. But that's a whole other story. But just understand this: you want to be in one of those top three. We call it love from above. Now, after you get that second person, you can put 9 people on that level. That's $4 times $9, $36 plus 12. Now you're making $48 a month. And I know somebody's going like, oh, I know you guys didn't invite me out here to see how to make $48 a month. Actually, we did. Because that $48 is real powerful. Because my thing is, if they'll pay 48, they'll pay 480. Because as you continue to grow and go out and share this opportunity with people, and they partner with you, it's kind of like this. Down in Louisiana, where I'm in Atlanta right now, they got the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Some of y'all may have been in there. But if I was the owner of the stadium, and I told you, for everybody you get in the stadium, I'm going to give you $4. And I think that stadium holds about 90,000 people. Now, if you knew you was going to get $4 for everybody you brought in the stadium, how many people going to get in the stadium? Probably going to try to get as many as you can. And that's basically what we're saying. Every time you partner with somebody, they go in this matrix. And the thing about it, people are going to come into this matrix with, you didn't have anything to do with it. That's how powerful this matrix concept is. Let's look at level 4. You can put 81 people on that level, $4 plus all the other money on other levels, $480 a month. Now, just think about if you had an additional $480 a month, because this is not quit your job day. What we're talking about is putting more money on top of the money that you're already making. Residually comes in every month like clockwork. Look at level 5. You can put 243 people there. Now you're making $1,400 a month. What would an extra $1,400 a month do? What would that take off the table? What bill? Could be a house note, could be a car note. I don't know, could start taking those trips that you hadn't been able to take. But just think about it. This thing goes 9 levels deep. That's why you want to be a gold builder. It opens up all levels. And on that 9th level, you have the capability of putting 19,683 people on that level. And a company is going to pay you $4 per person. That's $118,000 per month. Yeah, I did pause there because somebody probably thought I was talking about a year. Per month, $118,000 a month of residual income. Just say you didn't get it, you only got it 10% right. $11,000 a month. I mean, will $11,000 a month be, serve you well until your shift comes in? I don't know. But what about a 1%? You only got a 1% right. An extra $1,000 a month, $1,100 a month. What would you do with that? Because this is money on top of money. Now, this is another exciting way to make money. We call it the Planet Director Program. And basically what we're talking about here is when your business cumulatively becomes 100 strong, you become what we call a one-star director. It's a very significant position in the company. When you become a one-star director, the company is going to pay you a $500 bonus on the first day of the month. Everybody that wears that director title gets that on the first every month. Just think about it again, bonus. What does bonus mean? That means in addition to, that means extra, that means on top of what you already get, $500 bonus. Then the company's going to give you another $10 team bonus. So now you're getting $20 every time you bring somebody on board. And that means every time you personally sponsor somebody, that's $70. And in addition to all the other money that we already talked about. You got 100 strong at the time, $4, that's $400, from the matrix. But director bonus paid on the first of the month, in addition to all the weekly and residual pay that I talked about. One-star directors receive a $1,000 monthly income guaranteed from all sources. Powerful word, guaranteed. But if the company says if you fall short, you got 180, 150, they're going to give you the other 850. If you got 700, they're going to give you the other 300. Where do they do that at? It's kind of like going to work. You're supposed to work 40 hours, you only work 30, but the company said, that's fine, we're going to spot you the other 10. Do they do that out there? No, they don't, but they do it here. You're one star, you guaranteed $100,000 a month, $1,000 a month. Director receive a Planet Marketing Director and also awards and recognition. But as your team continue to grow, you get 300 people on the team, you become what we call a 2-star director. Now you're getting $1,000 bonus to start the month off. You get another $10 team bonus. That's $30 plus 50 is 80 every time you sign somebody up. 30 plus 25, now it's 55 on the 50% check match. But there's another level, 3-star director. That means you're 500 strong now. We're not talking about you go out and get 500. Your team collectively get 500 strong. Now you're getting $2,000 bonus to start the month off. Another $10 team bonus, 40 plus 50, $90 every time a 3-star signs someone up. You know, it's getting very exciting here because in between this 3 and the 4-star, a lot of our business partners at this position are starting to get, you know, a little more postured with their job. Some of them are starting to call in well. They say, what do you mean by that? Well, I feel too good today, I'm not coming in. They're calling in well rather than sick. Well, once you get 3-star again, that's 500 people. Continue to grow, you become a 4-star, you got 1,500 people on the team. That means now you're getting a $5,000 bonus to start the month off. Get another $10 team bonus. Now it's 50 plus 50. That's $100 every time a 4-star signs somebody up. Now, most 4-stars I know are not working. They're doing this full time at this point, you know, because it's getting very, very interesting. 5-star director, meaning you got 4,000 people on your team. That's a $10,000 bonus. Start your month off. You get another $10 team bonus. That's 60 plus 50. That's $110 every time they sign somebody up. You got 4,000 people on your team. Time $4 in that matrix. That's another $16,000. 16 plus 10, $26,000 a month every month. Now the $10 team bonus stops at the 5-star, because at 6-star, you get a $16,000 bonus to start the month off. Now you don't lose the bonuses, you just don't get additional bonuses. You still get the 60, 50, 40, you know, bonuses. That's pretty phenomenal. Now you got 10,000 people on the team times $4, that's 40,000 plus 16,000, that's $56,000 a month, just those 2 ways. We don't have any 7, 8, 9 yet, but the company is literally a 9-star director because we got 100,000 people in the company now. It happens on Saturday, or was that Sunday? You know, that's pretty phenomenal. 100,000 agents. Ladies and gentlemen, like the founder said, the company is just really getting ready to get started at this point with 100,000 agents. But they will make $100,000 to start the month off. You know, we do have a presidential ring and Rolex program. A lot of people not really into the jewelry thing, but the company says when you start making $100,000 in a 12-month calendar period, you're going to get the sapphire ring. Very, very nice looking ring. Seen them up close and personal. You know, but if a person is making 6 figures with our company, you're going to have one of these rings. As you start continuing to grow and income continues to increase, now you're talking about $250,000 in a 12-month calendar period, you get the ruby ring, making over $20,000 a month. As you continue to grow, you start making $500,000 in that 12-month calendar period, you get the diamond ring. What ring do you want? Where do you fit in? That's over $42,000 a month. Then when you really are clicking with this business, you start making $1 million in a 12-month calendar period. We have 3 individuals that are doing that right now. Another one is right about to do it. This happened to be our personal, you know, coach out of Houston, Texas. Real close to making that happen. You get the double diamond ring when you become $1 million income earner, and you automatically get a Rolex watch when you hit 5-star. Now I've gone out and priced these watches. They're pretty costly, but if you're going to give me one, I'll take it for the team. You know, as we continue to go, this is one of the powerful slides that we can put out here. This is the 2023 income and disclosure compensation slide. Now, most companies will never show you this, but our owner said we're going to be transparent. We're going to let people know what kind of money people in this company are making. They're really going to go know now since we're 100,000 strong. You know, just look at it. Bronze builder on the high side, $34,000 annually. On the low side, $838. That's an average. You know, that's pretty powerful. Look at a 1-star director, $363,000 and an average of $25,000. We talked about the 6 stars. They made $1 million. They averaged $1 million. Now, if you want to get a copy of this, that's the person that invited you. They will definitely give you a copy. It's pretty powerful. Now, this Planet Marketing Pledge, this is one of the most powerful slides that I'm going to put up here. We call it the Planet Marketing Pledge. You know, I told you I was retired military, but when I transitioned, that money does not go to my family. It goes back to defense financing account, every nickel of it. But Mr. Bradley said, feels secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the Planet business will outlast you. What do you mean by that? Your family will still receive your planning, marketing, weekly commission, director pay, director bonus, and monthly residual income. In other words, now you're creating a legacy. Instead of creating a will, creating a bill and leaving your family in a situation where they got to deal with that. Why not leave a will and leave them a business to continue? Pretty powerful. We call it a turnkey business. What do I mean by that? As soon as you get in business, hit the submit button, you automatically have all these tools available. You get a mobile app where you can run your business right off your cell phone. You get websites to track your business real time. Everywhere you go, your business goes with you. We have all kinds of training on demand, training, live. Training is definitely not anything you got to worry about. Events, live events, training. Just like coming up in August, we got our national convention, Orlando World Center, Marriott, largest Marriott in the world. Beautiful property. You see all the different flags of the countries that we represent. They will all be there. All the people that we're talking about that on that exclusive station that making that kind of money, they'll be there. This is the Oscars and the Grammys for our business. You want to be at that August 22nd through the 24th. How do I start? Glad you asked. Let's take a look at that. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. You saw the value that Director Fellows showed you from the travel side. You saw all the 7 different ways of making money that I just discussed. You can do all of that for $199.90. I know somebody was probably thinking, oh, here they go. It's probably going to be $1,000, $2,000. Nope, $199.90 gets you 2 businesses. $19.95 for the Planet Marketing. That allows you to get the direct commissions that I'll talk about. That allows you to sell travel agencies to other people. That allows you to have the legacy piece that I talked about. And it's only $19.95 to run that. Pretty powerful. Then you got the $179.95. That goes to IntelliTravel. That allows you to earn commissions on travel sales. You also get your own booking engine where you can book not only travel for yourself, but for others, like the Director Felder showed you in the beginning. And it's only $39.95 to run that business. Put those 2 together, $59.90 to run 2 businesses. Pretty powerful. Some people going to say, well, can I do one or the other? I look at it like this. You got Mercedes-Benz. At the Mercedes-Benz manufacturing facility, they build the body of the car. But the tires come from Goodrich, Continental, all different kind of car tire dealers. But you got to have them both to experience the beautiful ride of a Mercedes. Same thing here. You want both businesses so you can capitalize on all the money. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make a decision. Because most people that have seen this at this point, they think of 1 of 3 things. You got that third person that's saying, hey, I appreciate you inviting me, but it's really not for me. And I understand it's not for everybody. Some people, okay, we're working to 40 years, retiring on 40% of what they was making. And, it's okay. Some people got to do that. And we say, thank you for taking time out to take a look at this. But if you're going to book travel, which we know people are going to do it anyway, why not do business with the person that invited you? That second person has questions, and all I'm going to say about the questions is if you got problems with your car, you're probably going to talk to a mechanic. Got legal problems, probably going to talk to an attorney. If you got medical problems, you're probably going to talk to a doctor. If you got a question about this business, talk to somebody that's successful who can give you the correct answers. How could you go talk to somebody who's never seen this, but they got all the answers? I'm saying, don't do that. And then there's that person, that number 1 like me, and a lot of the other people that you've seen on this presentation. They just want to know how to get started. Me and my wife, we had a question, do you take MasterCard, American Express, or Discover? That's all we needed to know. And once we found that out, we've been off and running. So make a decision. Don't hide from the person that invited you. Just let them know how you stand. It just makes sense. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. Ladies and gentlemen, you've already taken that first step. You took time out your very busy schedule to take a look at our business. And we thank you for that. And I will say, welcome to the best place on the planet. So with that said, I'm going to stop the share. And we're going to go to the screen. And now if you got any questions about anything that you've seen, now is the time to ask those questions. Ladies and gentlemen, are there